Hello there, my name is Emmanuel Ofikwu-Ojo, and today I will be presenting a strategic analysis of Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council Housing Services team. This is my current workplace, and we'll be looking at both the external challenges that we face as an organization and also the internal strengths that we can build on. Now, for context, Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council, it's a local authority in Hertfordshire, UK, and our housing team handles things like social housing, homelessness prevention, and rent collection. Now, for this presentation, I'll be focusing just on the housing services team, which is responsible for managing social housing, rent collection, etc. And we will not be focusing on the other parts of the council. I'm going to be breaking this down into two main parts, namely, I'll look at the external environment using Porter's 5 forces, highlighting one key opportunity and also one big threat. Then I'll look inside the organization itself using Porter's value chain, thereby picking out one internal strength and one weakness as well. To better understand the strategic environment in which Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council housing operates, I've used Porter's 5 forces module. This framework helps us pinpoint the external pressures shaping our decisions and services, as outlined on the slide. Now, if we go through number 1, is threat of new entrants, which is low. Number 2 is bargaining power of suppliers, which is moderate. Number 3 is bargaining power of tenants, which can be moderate to high. Number 4 is threat of substitutes, which is moderate. Now, number 5 and last is competitive rivalry, which is low to moderate. I'm now going to take a moment to walk through each of these points, highlighting what they mean for us strategically and also where we need to focus our attention. One of the most urgent threats facing Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council housing is the rising demand for housing support. While central government funding continues to reduce or shrink, when we apply the USUL criteria, this becomes a strategic priority. Now, the U stands for urgent, which means it's urgent because more families are needing assistance and help now. The S is for severe because it risks breaching our legal housing duties. The U is for uncertain, as funding levels can shift unexpectedly at any given point in time. And the L is for likely, because we have seen this trend consistently across recent years. Now, addressing this threat requires resilience and forward-thinking resource planning. On the positive side, a major opportunity lies in digitally transforming rent recovery. We already use systems such as MRI, income analytics, and then applying the CLAL model shows its potential. We have the capability because our staffs are trained and the systems are already in place. We can leverage existing links with universal credit and partnering agencies. The advantage is clear because we have faster responses and fewer arrears. Now, the benefits have longevity because digital systems improve efficiency in the long term. Now, this is an area where I believe we can lead in innovation. Now, looking at our internal operations through Porter's value chain, several strengths stand out alongside key improvement areas. Frontline services, especially tenancy support and arrears recovery, are consistently effective. Now, Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council also collaborates well with external partners to ensure an all-round support for tenants. However, delays in reletting void properties reduces efficiency, thereby straining resources. Additionally, our communication channels with tenants will need upgrading in order to meet modern expectations, thereby improving accessibility. I believe focusing on these improvements will enhance service delivery, tenant satisfaction, and operational performance. Moving forward, our support functions at Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council are very essential to keep housing services running smoothly. At Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council, we benefit from a solid governance structure that supports compliance and accountability, a team of committed and experienced staff, well-established systems like MRI and Orchard that allows and supports day-to-day operations. However, there are some critical challenges that we're also facing. We're struggling with staff recruitment and retention in specialized roles. Our tenant-facing digital services are outdated and they do not meet current expectations. And our procurement process is often slow, making it very difficult to adopt new technologies quickly in this day and age. Now, I believe addressing these issues would greatly enhance our ability to innovate, adapt, and also to perform more efficiently so that our tenants can be happy. One of Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council's strongest assets is the use of MRI income analytics. Through the VRIO lens, it has significantly improved how arrears is managed and the engagement with tenants as well. It's valuable because it enables early intervention, thereby reducing arrears and the cost as well. It's rare because only a few local authorities or councils have adopted this level of predictive analysis or made use of the tool. It's inimitable thanks to how deeply it's embedded in the internal processes and also the practices of the staff on a day-to-day basis, and organized with the right training, infrastructure, and usage. It has been fully integrated into the daily operations of the organization as well, or the department. This can be said to position Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council as a forward-thinking service provider with a clear operational advantage in arrears management and data-driven decision-making. One internal weakness of Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council is limited tenant-facing digital services, particularly in communication and self-service portals. This, I believe, fits the MUDU criteria very, very well. They are misaligned because it fails to meet the expectations of modern tenants who rely solely on 24/7 digital access. Underdeveloped because it's lacking the self-service feature that the tenants need. The website itself lacks interactivity. It's difficult to modernize quickly due to budget and system constraints without investment. Modernization is then challenging due to budget and legacy systems. And it can be currently unfit to meet our digital inclusion goals because it hinders tenants from engaging fully well, and in turn increases the workload of the officers, even when taking simple inquiries. This, I believe, is a critical area for investment and also for a general improvement in order to better improve the services of Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council. Now, in conclusion, Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council housing is well equipped with a solid foundation. We have experienced staff, reliable systems, and a strong culture of collaboration whereby we work together to achieve a common goal. However, the external landscape is definitely shifting, and the expectations from tenants are rising rapidly by the day. In order to remain effective and responsive, we must prioritize our digital transformation and service innovation. By investing in smarter systems and streamlining processes, we can then better meet demand for accommodation, improve the outcomes of tenants as well as also future-proofing our operations. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Have a wonderful day.